We start with the right corner round. 2 minutes, 8 questions. Your battle will be against the clock. If you're not sure, just say pass. And if we have time, I will come back and repeat the question one more time for you to try it. All correct answers in this round attract 10 points. Incorrect answers, no deduction. So it's worth taking a guess. The ballot was won by St. Peter's Senior High School, and they are taking the first set of questions. Are we ready? Okay? Your time will start when I finish reading the very first question. Question 1. Formed after the fall of the Soviet Union, which country sits on the heartlands of the Scythians, the Shrezmians, and the Timurid empires based in Samarkand?
Russia.
Russia is incorrect. Who was the final emperor of China in the Qing dynasty, later serving as a puppet emperor of the Manchukuo of the Japanese Empire?
Qin Shi Huang.
No. What is the most populous city of the UAE, United Arab Emirates, home to the Burj Khalifa and numerous artificial islands?
Dubai.
Dubai is correct for the 10 points. Which region of Northern Europe usually refers to the nations of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden?
Scandinavian.
You are correct. Some economics questions for you. In the equation, GDP equals C plus I plus G plus NX. What does NX represent? Is it A, exports, B, imports, C, imports minus exports, or D, exports minus imports?
Imports minus exports.
That's incorrect. Question 6. Which of the following is not an argument for trade protectionism? Is it A, to protect domestic industry, B, to promote employment rate, C, to reduce inflation, or D, to promote tariff revenue?
Pass.
You're passing. The primary goal of a financial market is to dash risk and dash liquidity. Is it A, to increase risk and increase liquidity, or B, increase risk, decrease liquidity, or C, decrease risk, increase liquidity, or D, decrease both?
C.
C is correct for the 10 points. Which of the following are traded on an exchange? Is it A, bonds, B, stocks, C, futures, or D, all of the above?
All of the above.
You are correct for 10 points. And you had one pass there. That brings us to the end of the right corner round for St. Peter's School. A round of applause for them, please. Okay, so at this adult college, your right corner now. All right, question 1. What is the capital of the Eastern European nation that borders with Slovenia, Hungary, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Montenegro?
Pass.
You're passing. What is the southernmost nation in Africa with its legislative capital in Cape Town and its largest city being Johannesburg?
South Africa.
Correct. Governed from Kuala Lumpur, which Southeastern Asian country became independent in the years following the Malayan emergency of the 1950s?
Malaysia.
You are correct. Known for poets like Li Bao and Du Fu, which powerful Chinese imperial dynasty attempted to expand into the Middle East only to be stopped at the Battle of Talas?
Pass.
Some economics question for you. Buying a computer to use in the business is an example of what? Is it A, a financing activity, B, an operating activity, C, an investing activity, or D, a delivering activity?
C.
C is correct for the 10 points. The revenue and net income of a company are displayed in which statement? Is it A, the balance sheet, B, the income statement, C, the cash flow statement, or D, none of the above?
B.
B is correct for the 10 points. Louder for me, please, okay? The kind of debts which need to be returned in a short term are called what? Are they fixed liabilities, current assets, or intangible assets?
B.
B is correct for current liabilities. Question 8. If the intrinsic value of a stock is greater than its market value, which of the following is a reasonable conclusion? Is it A, the stock has low risk, B, the stock will offer higher dividends, C, the market is overestimating the stock, or D, the market is underestimating the stock?
A.
A is incorrect on that one. Your passes. Known for the poets like Li Bao and Du Fu. Which powerful...
Slovakia is Bratislava, the capital.
The capital is... No, it wasn't that. It was not that. That brings us to the end of the round for Adisadel College. A round of applause for them, please. So at the end of the right corner round, Adisadel College, 50 points. St. Peter's Boys Senior High School, 40 points. A round of applause for both teams, please. We're now going to move on to the R-cubed round. In this round, we are going to be focused in the areas of writing, reading, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer attracts a penalty of 5 points. If you get it incorrect or you decide not to answer, I will pass it on immediately for a 5-point bonus, or again, should they get it wrong, a 5-point deduction. May I have your substitutions before we move on? Thank you. Right, so before we start the R-cube round, we have newbies on the Adisadel College team. Please introduce yourself.
Isa Abu Said, General Science final year.
You're welcome. And for the St. Peter's team?
Neil Date Home Warbeck, General Science final year.
Welcome, Neil Date. Excellent. Right, so the R-cube round. The first question goes to Adisadel College. I'm looking for synonyms for the word I highlight in the sentence that I will read out. Your sentence. The author's prolix writing style made the 800-page book difficult to read. Synonyms: complex, beautiful, interesting, or wordy?
Wordy.
Wordy is correct for the 10 points. Same preamble to you, St. Peter's. The sanguine investor remained hopeful even when the stock market crashed. Sanguine is the word we're looking for the synonym for. Is it A, optimistic, B, wealthy, C, worried, or D, cautious?
Optimistic.
Optimistic is correct for the 10 points. Adisadel, same preamble. He used a euphemism to describe the massive layoffs at the factory. Euphemism is the word we want the synonym for. Your options: lie, B, polite term, C, slogan, or D, warning.
B.
B is correct for the 10 points. The last of these types of questions go to you, St. Peter's. The impecunious student had to work 3 jobs to pay his tuition fees. Impecunious is the word we're looking for the synonym. Is it A, lazy, B, penniless, C, smart, or D, foreign?
Penniless.
Penniless is correct for the 10 points. A new preamble. You're going to use the most appropriate vocabulary to complete the sentence. So you need to listen very clearly for me. The first of these type of questions goes to you at Adisadel College. Her dash remarks during the meeting offended several colleagues. Is it A, tactful, B, diplomatic, C, tactless, or D, prudent?
Tactless.
Tactless is correct for the 10 points. Same preamble to you, St. Peter's. The judge described the crime as dash and deserving of the harshest punishment. Is it A, petty, B, minor, C, trivial, or D, heinous?
D.
D is correct for the 10 points. Same preamble. The museum recently acquired a dash statue. A, magnificent Greek ancient marble. B, ancient magnificent marble Greek. C, magnificent ancient Greek marble. Or D, marble ancient Greek magnificence.
Pass.
You're passing. Yes.
C.
C is correct for the bonus. Your question, and the last of this kind in this round. The scientist made a dash discovery during his research. Is it A, startling new biological, B, biological new startling, C, new biological startling, or D, startling biological new?
A.
A is correct for the 10 points. We're moving on to some maths questions. Schools have 30 seconds to attempt these. The first of the maths questions goes to you at Adisodel College. A research lab is tracking the temperature of a chemical reaction across 25 trials. After the data was collected, it was discovered that the lowest recorded temperature was entered incorrectly. It was actually 5 degrees higher than recorded. Even after this correction, it remains the lowest value in the set. Which of the following must have remained the same after the correction was made? Was it A, the mean, B, the range, C, the median, D, the standard deviation, or E, the mode? Yes.
The median.
The median is correct for 10 points. St. Peter's, of the following lists of numbers, which has the largest standard deviation? A, 4, 10, 22. B, 6, 10, 20. C, 8, 10, 18. D, 10, 10, 16. Or E, 12, 12, 12. Yes.
A.
A is correct for the 10 points. At Adisodel College, a water pump system with 4 pumps can fill a 12,000-litre tank in 6 hours. If 6 pumps are used instead, how long will it take to fill a 15,000-litre tank? Yes.
5 hours.
5 hours is correct for the 10 points. St. Peter's. Find the smallest the smallest y, such that y is greater than 7, and leave a remainder of 7 when divided by 8, 10, and 12. Yes.
127.
You are correct for the 10 points. Adisodel, your question. Find the smaller angle between the hour and minute hands at 3:30 p.m. Yes.
75 degrees.
75 degrees is correct for the 10 points. St. Peter's. Find the smaller angle between the hour and minute hands at 4:10 p.m. Yes.
65 degrees.
65 degrees is correct for the 10 points. Adisodel, your last question of this round. A lab rat experiment starts with 20% of the rats having black fur and the rest having white fur. The black-furred rats increased by 300%. The white-furred rats increased by 100%. If the total number of rats at the end is 840, how many have black fur? Right, you're out of time. Just after the bell, that bell went.
Pass.
You're passing as well. Right, last question of this round goes to St. Peter's. In a fruit processing plant, for every 450 grade A apples sorted, there are 50 rejected apples. If 150 rejected apples were found in a batch, what was the total number of apples sorted in that batch? You have 30 seconds. Yes.
1,500.
That is correct for 10 points. So on the previous one, we were looking for 280. 280, right? Right, that brings us to the end of the R-Cubed round. A high-scoring round. Let's see what the scoreboard is telling us. Right, so at the end of the R-Cubed round, Adisodel College, 60 points. St. Peter's Boys Senior High School, 85 points.
From across Africa, they come with dreams. At Academic City, they find purpose.
Studying biomedical engineering has opened my mind to a world of innovation.
A patient with hypertension has a blood pressure reading of 150/90 millimeters of mercury. What do the numbers represent? That is St. Peter's.
The 150 represents the diastolic phase, whilst the 90 represents the systolic phase.
That's incorrect. So I'm going to continue for you at the Saddle College. A, 150 is systolic, 90 is diastolic. B, 150 is diastolic, 90 is systolic. C, 150 is mean arterial pressure and 90 is pulse pressure. Or D, 150 is atrial pressure and 90 is ventricular pressure. A, B, C, or D? Yes.
90 is diastolic and 150 is systolic.
That is correct. Riddle. I am the reaction where an alcohol is converted to an aldehyde or ketone using an oxidizing agent such as potassium dichromate or hydrogen plus ions. Primary alcohols give aldehydes, which that is St. Peter's.
Oxidation reaction.
It's an oxidation reaction. You are correct. Great interruption. What is the IUPAC name of? And I'm going to give you the empirical formula, okay? CH3 bonded to CH2, bonded to CH, double bonded to CH, bonded to CH3. That is Adesadel.
2-pentene.
Correct. Faster next time for me. On the edge there. 2-pentene, I was looking for there. What is the escape velocity from the surface of a planet with mass 6 times 10 to the power 24 kilograms and radius 2 times 10 to the power 6 meters? Gravitational constant here is 20/3 times 10 to the power minus 11. You have 30 seconds to answer this. Okay, the answer we were looking for there was 20 kilometers per second. 20 kilometers per second. Question 8. An ideal gas is compressed adiabatically. Which of the following increases? Is it A, temperature only, B, pressure only, C, both pressure and temperature, D, neither temperature nor pressure? That's at Adesadel College.
B.
B is incorrect. St. Peter's.
C.
C is correct. A 10-gram bullet is fired into a 2-kilogram wood block suspended as a ballistic pendulum. The block rises to a height of 0.2 meters. What was the bullet's initial speed, assuming that gravity is 10 meters per second squared? Right, we were looking there for 400 meters per second. That brings us to the end of the STEM round. A round of applause for both teams, please. Some tough questions in this round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like. So this round is sponsored by Nido Ion for Focus or hashtag More Focus. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, St. Peter's Boys Senior High School, 5 points. At Adesadel College, 25 points. Right, we're now going to move on to the final round of this contest. That is the one-on-one round. In this round, we pit our specialists against our specialists. 2 questions, 10 points correct for each question. So potentially 20 points to score. No deduction, so it's worth guessing. May I have my English specialist stay? My mathematician, scientist, and social scientists, may you excuse us, please. All right. So our English round, we have Prince from Adesadel College and Adinshira, is that correct? Adinshira from St. Peter's Boys Senior High School. We're looking at some literature questions, okay? First question. The term for a literary work that imitates the style of another's work for comic or critical effect Yes, I did. Spoof. Spoof is incorrect. So I'll continue. That imitates the style of another work of a comic or critical effect and does not mock it is what? A parody. B, a pastiche. C, a satire. Or D, a burlesque.
Pastiche.
Pastiche is correct for the 10 points. Second literature question. In Wole Soyinka's Death and the King's Horsemen, the central conflict arises from what? A battle between two rival chiefs. B, the clash between Yoruba tradition and British colonial interferences. C, a young man's struggle to inherit his father's throne. Or D, the consequences of a broken marriage in colonial Nigeria. That is Adinra.
B.
B is correct for the 10 points. Thank you to my English specialists. May I have my mathematicians up here, please? So welcome Abu Said for Adesadel College and Ni Odate for St. Peter's Boys Senior High School. Please listen clearly to this preamble. You'll be given a common statement. Carefully consider the statement and the conditions and answer the questions I pose to your school. A project lead must select 3 members from a pool of 4 experts. Analysts, P and Q, developers, R and S. The rules. At least 1 analyst and at least 1 developer must be selected. Second rule, if P is selected, then R must not be selected. First question. If member R is selected, which of the following must be true? A, P. Yes, Ni Odate.
Q and S is selected.
Incorrect. I'll continue. If member R is selected, which of the following must be true? A, P is selected. B, S is selected. C, Q is selected. Or D, P and Q is selected. You have the rest of the time there, Abu Said. Yes, you have an answer for me?
S is selected.
S is selected is also not what I'm looking for. I was looking for Q is selected. All right? Question 2. A tank can be filled by pipe X in 10 hours and by pipe Y in 15 hours. Pipe Y is open 3 hours after pipe X. How long will it take to fill the tank? That's Adesadel College.
10.5 hours.
No, that's not what I was looking for. Neodata, you don't have an option for me. It was 7.2 hours, all right? Thank you on that one. Right, thank you to our mathematicians. May I have my scientists on stage now, please? Welcome, scientists. We have Justice for St. Peter's Boys Senior High School and Kelly. Have I got that right, Kelly? Kelly for Adesadel College. All right, so question 1. This element's tetraethyl compound was formerly widely used as a gasoline. That is Justice.
Lead.
Great interruption. Lead is correct. Second question. This quantity is conserved in microscopic... Yes, this is Kelly.
Momentum.
No, I'll continue. This quantity is conserved in microscopic reversible processes, but is monotonic in microscopic processes. According to the Boltzmann-Planck equation, this quantity is equal to K log W. For a perfect crystal at absolute 0, this quantity equals 0. For the point, name this quantity the measure of total disorder in a system.
Entropy.
Entropy is the correct answer. An example of waiting to the end on that one. My social scientists, please. Welcome Elikem for Adesadel College and Ralph for St. Peter's Boys Senior High School. Are we ready? Your first question. This image shows a key African Union building. In which city is it located? That was Elikem first.
Accra.
Accra is incorrect. Yes, Ralph.
Ethiopia.
Incorrect. I asked for the city. You gave me a country. It's Addis Ababa I was looking for. All right? Addis Ababa. Last question of this round, and the last of the contest. You're going to have an image appear on the screen. Identify the image. That's Elikem.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is correct for 10 points. May I have the other contestants on stage, please? That brings us to the end of the one-on-one contest. Right, so at the end of the one-on-one round, Adesadal College, 20 points. St. Peter's Boys Senior High School, 30 points. What does that do to the overall score? Let's see. Right, so at the end of the contest, we have Adesadal College at 155 points, which in any circumstances would have taken them through, but St. Peter's Boys Senior High School pipped them by 5 points with 160 and make it through to the next round by the skin of their teeth. Adesadal College, you did exceptionally well. Hold your shoulders up high. I'm sure next year you'll make it through. St. Peter's, you just made it through. And at some point, I think your nerves were getting the better of you. So that's what you need to work on for the next round. Understood? Adesadal, commiserations. They make it through St. Peter's. This is the end of the journey for Adesadal College. We're going to a break. We'll see you after the break. The break where we have 2 more schools looking for a place in the next round of Sharks Quiz Season 9 Senior Edition. To my right, I have the team from Accra Academy. Please introduce yourselves.
Answer Henry Nana Kosa, General Science Final Year.
Asari Anson Emmanuel, General Science Final Year.
Mutoke Faris, General Arts Final Year.
Agbanuel Iblim, General Science Final Year.
That's the team from Accra Academy. To my left, we have the St. Louis Senior High School team. Please introduce yourselves.
Precious Echampama, the General Science Final Year. Oprah Winfrey Nketia, General Science Final Year.
Alice Pearl Ayrakwa, General Science Final Year.
Claudia Ayrakwa, General Science Second Year.
That is the St. Louis team. A round of applause for them, please. So 4 rounds stand between them and the next round. The first round is the right corner round. 2 minutes, 8 questions. You answer as quickly as you can. Your battle really is against the clock. If you're unsure of any answers, just say pass, and I will come back to it if we have time. Starting after winning the ballot is St. Louis Senior High School. Are we ready? Your 2 minutes will start when I read your very first question, which is, what is the most populous Australian city known for its famous opera house and as the capital of New South Wales? Sydney is correct. What is the holiest city in Islam, located in Saudi Arabia and home to the Kaaba and the Masjid? Mecca is correct. Which special administrative region of China was handed back to China by the British in 1997?
Pass.
What is the capital of Mexico, built atop the former royal capital?
Mexico City.
Correct. Some economics questions for you. Dash measures how much output is produced from given inputs. Is it A, capital deepening, B, productivity, C, standard of living,
B.
or
B.
B is correct for the 10 points. Question 6. Dash includes the machines, buildings, roads, airports, communications network, and other manufactured creations used to produce goods and services. Is it A, physical capital, B, productive assets, C, labor productivity, or D, human capital?
A.
A is correct for the 10 points. Question 7. An increase in the quantity and quality of capital per worker is called what? Is it A, capital interest, B, capital growth, C, capital deepening, or D, inflated capital?
Capital growth.
Capital growth is not what I was looking for. Last question. The demand for a resource is tied to the what? Is it A, value of the output produced by that resource, B, latest social trends, C, economic conditions, or D, available supply?
Economic conditions.
Economic conditions is not what I was looking for there. Your pass was on question 3, which is which special administrative region of China was handed back to China by the British in 1997?
Shanghai.
Shanghai is not what I was looking for there. That brings us to the end of that round for St. Louis Senior High School. A round of applause for them, please. Accra Academy, are we ready?
Yes.
What is the largest city in Turkey, located along the Bosphorus Strait and formerly known as Constantinople?
Istanbul.
Istanbul is correct. Which California city is known for the Golden Gate Bridge and cable cars?
San Francisco.
You are correct. What is the most populous city in the U.S. state of Louisiana, famous for its French quarters?
Pass.
What is the capital of France, home of the Louvre and Eiffel Tower?
Paris.
Correct. Some economics questions for you. The demand for roofers would dash if the price of shingles dropped by 50%. Is it A, fluctuate downward?
Pass.
An economic boom, dash. Is it A, reduces the need for human capital? B, has no impact on the workforce? C, has a direct impact on the workforce? Or D, frequently occurs during recession?
C.
C is correct. Is that what you said? C.
Yes.
Question 7. The law of dash states that each additional increment of one good requires the economy to give up successively larger increments of the other good. Is it A, supply and demand, B, increasing opportunity costs, C, productivity, or D, diminishing return?
B.
B is correct. Question 8. Dash means being able to do something using fewer resources than other producers require. Is it A, specialization, B, division of labor, C, absolute advantage, or D, comparative advantage?
D.
D is not what I was looking for. Your passes. The demand for roofers would dash if the price of shingles dropped by 50%. Was it fluctuate downward, rise, not be affected, or fall?
B.
B is correct for that one. And your last pass.
Jacksonville.
No, it wasn't Jacksonville. We were looking for New Orleans. New Orleans on that one. Well done. That brings us to the end of the right corner round for Accra Academy and for both schools. Right, our scores are in for the right corner round. And first round of this contest, where we've got Accra Academy at 60 points, St. Louis Senior High School 50 points. So close, close. We're now moving on to the R cubed round. Questions are going to be posed in the areas of reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a penalty of 5 points. If a school gets an answer wrong or decides not to attempt the question, it will be passed on immediately as a bonus to the competing school for a maximum of 5-point bonus. Should they also get it incorrect, -5. So if it's your question and you get it correct, 10 points. If it's a bonus, 5 points. And all wrong answers in this round attract a penalty of 5 points. Before we go on, we have a newbie in the Accra Academy team. Please introduce yourself.
Watson Marson, General Science, final year.
Welcome, Marson, for Accra Academy. So our first lot of questions are going to be in the area of English, the first of which is going to go to Accra Academy. The preamble will stay the same until I say otherwise, and you usually have 15 seconds to attempt the question. So we're looking for synonyms. Synonyms. I will give you a sentence, I will highlight a word, and then I'll give you some options for you to choose from as the synonym for the highlighted word. Accra Academy, your sentence. The CEO's mercurial temperament made him a difficult person to work for. Mercurial is the word we're looking for the synonym for. Is it A, predictable, B, volatile, C, cheerful, or D, lazy? Yes?
Volatile.
Volatile is correct for the 10 points. The same preamble, St. Louis. The lawyer's sycophantic behavior towards the judge was embarrassing to watch. We're looking for the synonym for sycophantic. Is it A, respectful, B, aggressive, C, indifferent, or D, obsequious? Yes?
Obsequious.
Obsequious is correct for 10 points. Same preamble, Accra Academy. Her pugnacious attitude ensured that no one dared to challenge her openly. Pugnacious is the word we're looking for synonym for. Is it A, incoherent, B, passive, C, audacious, or D, combative? Yeah.
Combative.
Combative is the correct word. Yeah. The last of the synonyms questions goes to you, St. Louis. The diplomat's response was carefully circumspect, avoiding any direct commitment. The word we're looking for the synonym for is circumspect. And your options are hasty, careless, cautious, or bold. Yes?
Cautious.
Cautious is correct for the 10 points. A new preamble. We're moving on to idioms. Accra Academy, you get the first of them. I'll give you the idiom, and I'll give you 4 options to explain the idiom. You give me which one you think is correct. Are we ready? Your idiom is a stalking horse. Is it A, a person who is obsessed with their hobbies? B, a person or thing used to hide a secret purpose? C, a reliable worker who never complains? Or D, a sudden and unexpected threat from a rival? Yes?
A.
A is not what I'm looking for. St. Louis for the bonus?
C.
C is also not what I was looking for. I was actually looking for B, a person or thing used to hide a secret purpose. St. Louis, your idiom is rest on one's laurels. Is it A, to take a short break before starting a new task? B, to be satisfied with past success and stop making an effort? C, to boast about achievements that never happened? Or D, to sleep in a very comfortable and expensive bed? Yes?
B.
B is correct for the 10 points. Accra Academy, your idiom. Cut the Gordian knot. What does it mean? Is it A, to make a simple problem more complicated? B, to tie 2 different ideas together? C, to solve a complex problem with a bold stroke? Or D, to give up on a task that has no solution? Yes?
C.
C is correct for the 10 points. The last of the idioms comes to you, St. Louis. Your idiom is in the offing. Is it A, something that happened a very long time ago? B, something that is likely to happen soon? C, a remote location far from civilization? Or D, A situation that has been completely forgotten. Yes?
D.
D is not what I was looking for. For the bonus, Accra Academy.
Pass.
You're passing. We're looking for B, something that is likely to happen soon. We're going to move on now to some maths questions. And the maths questions, you have 30 seconds to attempt to give me an answer. The first of the maths questions is going to go to Accra Academy. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So your question. If K is the product of 4 distinct prime numbers, how many factors does K have?
16. 16.
16 is not what I was looking for. St. Louis, you have the rest of the time.
Pass.
You're passing. All right, we're looking for 8. We were actually looking for 8 there. St. Louis, your question. If S is equal to X to the power of 5, Y to the power of 4, and Z to the power of 2, where X, Y, and Z are distinct prime numbers, how many factors does S have?
Pass.
Okay, you're passing.
90.
90 is correct for the bonus there. Accra Academy. Accra Academy, your question. A researcher is studying 1 lion, 3 zebras, and 6 gazelles. The lion's weight is 4 times the average weight of a zebra. Each zebra's weight is 2 times the average weight of a gazelle. What fraction of the total weight of the animals comes from the lion?
2/5.
2/5 is correct for the 10 points. St. Louis, your question. A farm has 2 farmers, 8 goats, and 6 cows. The farmer's weight is 10 times the average weight of a goat. Each cow weighs 12 times the average weight of a goat. What fraction of the total weight on the farm comes from the farmer?
Pass.
You're passing. Okay. Accra Academy.
1/9.
1/9. 9 is incorrect. I was looking for 1/5. 1/5. Right, your question, Accra Academy. The length of 3 sides of a triangle are 6, 8, and 10. What is the area of this triangle?
24.
24, it's correct. St. Louis, your question. All the sides of a triangle have integer length. If 2 sides of the triangle are 15 and 7, what is the maximum possible perimeter of the triangle?
Pass.
You're passing. For the bonus, Accra.
43. 43.
43 is correct for that bonus. Now that brings us to the end of the R-Cube round. A round of applause for both teams, please. Some tough questions in this round. See what the scoreboard is saying at the end of the R-Cubed round. Right, so at the end of the R-Cubed round, Accra Academy, 45 points. St. Louis Senior High School, 15 points. A round of applause for both teams, please.
Have more time to party. With G-Money, every moment flows seamlessly. Just pay and keep the good vibes going. Dial *488# or download the app and explore the new G-Money today.
4-kilogram object and sticks to it. What? That is you.
2 meters per second.
You are correct. You are correct. Great interruption there. Let's see what the scoreboard is saying to us, right? Right, our scores are in at the end of the STEM round. Accra Academy, 35 points. St. Louis Senior High School, 40 points. Right, we're now moving into the final round of this contest, which is the one-on-one round. We'll be pitting our specialists against our specialists. 2 questions. 10 potential points per question correct, which is 20 points for each specialism. Your areas are English, Maths, Science, and Social Literacy. We're going to start with our English specialists. May they stay and move to the first lectern, and the other specialists, please give us a moment. Thank you. Right, so for the English specialism, we have Henry for Accra Academy and Precious for St. Louis Senior High School. Are we ready? I'm going to define a word. I'm going to spell the word, but I'm going to leave some gaps. You are going to tell me the letters that go in that gap in the correct order. Are we ready? Your word is defined as having or showing a tendency to be easily annoyed. Word is spelled I, R, A, dash, dash, I, B, L, E. That is Precious.
S-C.
And the word is?
Irascible.
Irascible is correct. Second question, defined as a toy with mirrors and colored beads that creates changing patterns. It is spelled dash, A, L, E, dash, D, O, S, C, dash, P, E. Henry.
K-I-N-O, spelling kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope is correct for the 10 points. Thank you to our English specialists. May I have my mathematicians up here, please? Welcome, Ellie Plim for Accra Academy and Claudia for St. Louis. Are we ready? All right. First maths question. You have 30 seconds to answer it. In a bird sanctuary, 20% of the birds are parrots, while the rest are finches. The number of parrots quadruples, or increases by a factor of 4. The number of finches increases by 50%. If the total number of birds at the end is 600, how many parrots were there originally? Yes, Ellie Plim.
60.
60 is correct for the 10 points. Second maths question. A frog population initially consists of 20% green frogs, and the rest are brown. The green frogs increase by 300%. The brown frogs increase by 100%. If there are 1,400 frogs at the end of the study, how many are green? Right, our time is up, and what we were looking for was 467 green frogs, okay? Thank you to my mathematicians. May I have my scientists up on stage, please? Right, welcome to my scientists. For Accra Academy, we have Marcin, and for St. Louis, we have Elise. All right, you have 2 questions. First one. In 1961, Bernice Eddy discovered that millions of people were exposed to SV40 through contaminated vaccines for this disease. During the Qatar incident, thousands of Americans were given faulty live virus vaccines for the disease. This disease's first vaccine was invented by Jonas Salk in the Marcin.
Poliomyelitis.
Poliomyelitis is correct. Second question. Historically, females diagnosed with Rett syndrome were considered to have a variety of this disorder. Children with this disorder typically fail the Salian test, demonstrating a lack of theory of mind. The 5 classified this disorder as a spectrum, subsuming the previous diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome. For the points, name this neurodevelopmental condition characterized by low social interest and communication struggles. Yes, Elise.
Aspergillosis.
No. No. Marcin? Yes.
That was simple.
No. Worth a guess? You don't lose out. Actually looking for autism or autistic spectrum disorder. All right? You can, okay, yes. Thank you to my scientists, please. Thank you. Can I have my social literacy specialist up here, please? Or my social scientist? So Faris for Accra Academy and Oprah for St. Louis. Your 2 questions. The question is, which Ghanaian economic activity is most directly linked to the infrastructure shown here? Yes, Faris. Shipping. Oprah, what do you have for me?
Exportation.
Okay, I was looking for maritime trade, so I'll give it to you, Faris, all right? Again, look on the monitors. Identify the Ghanaian festival in the Ashanti region. That was Faris? No, too long. Oprah.
Akweside.
Akweside is what I was looking for. Remember, I said you press, you speak. Yes, Akweside was what I was looking for, St. Louis. 10 points there. May I ask the other contestants to join us on stage, please? That brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. Right, so at the end of the one-on-one round, St. Louis Senior High School, 20 points. Accra Academy, 40 points. So now all that is left is to find out who makes it through to the next round of the competition. Right, so at the end of a hard-fought competition, St. Louis Senior High School, 125 points. But going through with a huge score of 180 is Accra Academy from this contest. Well done, St. Louis Senior High School. You did quite well. But Accra Academy, you seem to have brought your A game this time, so you're making it through to the next round. All right? St. Louis, commiserations. Practice a bit more on the maths questions, okay? And then we'll see how we go. All right. So at the end of this contest, we have Accra Academy joining St. Peter's Boys Senior High School in the next stage. This brings us to the end of this episode. Until next time, my name is Evelyn Ejapong. See you then. Well done.